Welcome to a short video about where paper comes from and the importance of recycling. One day, little Johnny saw a big pile of paper and thought, I wonder where paper comes from. His teacher, Miss Wallace, said that paper came from trees. Johnny asked Miss Wallace how paper could come from trees. Miss Wallace said that she would show him. Miss Wallace said to Johnny that the first step in making paper was cutting down trees. She did say, though, that it is very important that you cut down trees that are grown for the purpose of paper, not trees just out of the forest. Miss Wallace explained to Johnny that once the trees are cut down, they are taken to a very special factory. In that factory, there are lots of different machines. These machines cut the trees into tiny little pieces called pulp, and the pulp is then flattened and dried and turned into paper. The paper is then put on very, very large rolls. These rolls are then shipped to the many different paper manufacturers who turn the rolls into various different things. Paper can be turned into coloured paper for use in craft, books, newspaper, and various other things. Wow, thought Johnny, there's a lot of different processes in making paper. Johnny then asked Miss Wallace, what happens to the paper when I'm finished with it? Miss Wallace explained that it is very important that you recycle your used paper and place it in a bin with the special triangular symbol on it. Miss Wallace then explained that all the used paper is bundled up together and taken to a special warehouse. In that warehouse, the paper is sorted into lots of different categories. All the different paper is then put through a special machine. This machine turns the paper back into pulp. Once the used paper has been turned back into pulp, it can be reused for lots of different things. These can include tissues, toilet roll, or even more printer paper. Miss Wallace then explained to Johnny how important recycling is. It is very important to make sure that we do not waste our trees and reuse as much paper as we possibly can. Johnny then said to Miss Wallace that he was going to tell all his friends to make sure that they recycle and not to waste our precious trees. Have a look at these pictures. Which bin do you think you would put your used paper in?